Good morning and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. The songs that came through, this wasn't all of them, but I couldn't remember them. So I'll just have to give you what I can remember. Bible in a 44 by Eric Church and Ashley McBride. And Carry Me Home by Morgan Wade. And If I Didn't Love You by Jason Aldean and Carrie Underwood. And there was another one by Chris Stapleton, Whiskey something. I can't remember. Anyway, those were the songs that came through if you want to look them up and see if they have any bearing on the reading. I got up this morning and I was thinking about the relationship that I had with my husband all the years that we were together. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this on this channel or not, but I actually met him when I was about 13 years old because I was dating his first cousin. And then his first cousin and I got married, and we both ended up, long story short, we ended up in heroin addiction heavily. And I ended up leaving him because of the things that I was having to do. And I could do bad by myself. That was what I finally came to the realization of, is I can do bad by myself. You know, like I'm out here hustling, trying to get money for me and for him, while he's just sitting back waiting for me to bring it back home. And the things that I was doing were not something that I'm proud of. And the thought that he would allow that let me know that he didn't care. He really didn't care about me. So fast forward several years, and I was at a stoplight. I was picking up lunch and getting ready to go back to work. And there was somebody in the car beside me, and they were waving and trying so hard to get my attention. And finally I looked over there and I said, "Hey," and it was him. It was him and some other woman and his sister. And he said, "Where have you been lately? I hadn't heard from you in a long time. You and my cousin broke things up, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, things didn't work out with us." And he was like, "Well, come by and see me sometime." And I actually showed up at his house that night. And we had a few drinks and did a few of this and that. Anyway, I ended up staying for like 3 weeks. And then he put me out because I had such a terrible addiction. And he was the kind of person that he could be like a weekend drinker or partier. And then when he had enough, he'd had enough. And then he would want to be sober for a little while. I couldn't do that. I had to do it every day. It was a daily thing for me. But we had different drugs of choice, and it doesn't matter what they are. I'm not trying to get into any old war stories. But I got to thinking about how there's been so many times in our lives that we've been in and out of treatment and tried to start over and tried to do the right thing. And how we fought addiction so hard all of our lives. Even being clean, you fight addiction. A lot of people, that's what they don't understand, is that it's a daily reprieve. Whoever woke up earliest this morning has the most clean time. If you have 30 years in recovery, and I woke up before you this morning, I have been clean longer than you have. Because it's a daily reprieve. We have to do it one day at a time. And it's been showing up in our readings that there are people in our collective that struggle with addiction. And so that's why I'm bringing this up to you. It's causing my throat chakra to close also. Anyway, if you are struggling with addiction, there is help available to you. Reach out to somebody. Look up online or in your phone book or however you look things up on your phone, and find an AA or an NA or some kind of meeting where you can find support. And possibly once you get there, you may also be able to find a treatment program. Because sometimes the only way we can get clean is by having treatment, by going into a treatment program. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's no shame in that at all. In fact, that takes a lot of courage. All right, Spirit, I'm going to shut up now and I'm going to get started. I just wanted to say that it doesn't have to end in tragedy. It doesn't have to end with you dying and leaving your family. And I knew his heart, and he wanted to live. He loved his family. He wanted to see his children grow up. He wanted to see his grandchildren also. And addiction stole that from him. One drink, one beer, one pill, one Suboxone, or whatever else he was doing at a time, addiction stole that from him. And it stole it from me. It stole it from my children, from my grandchildren. And the only thing that I can do or say is try harder myself not to let it steal anything else. All right, what prayer would you give us, Spirit, in this collective today? My heart is moved with compassion for you if you're struggling in that way. Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. And where there is sadness, joy. So you're in a dark place where there's a lot of darkness around you. And you might be the only light in this darkness. And that's a hard place to be. That's a huge prayer to have to pray. So I pray for you that you'll have the courage to be that light, to be that hope, to be that faith, whatever it is that's needed in this situation. I pray for you that you can be those things to whoever it is that's needing it. All right, Instant Magic Oracle, what would you say to the collective? And it's hard to believe that it's been as long as it had. I think it's been like 5 months tomorrow since his death. And that blows my mind, because the first 3.5 months of that, it was a blur, a complete blur. Somebody needs to do a return to sender. And I've been feeling that very strongly, that there's been some black magic done on this collective. Especially on myself. This is page 375. It's time to send bad vibes back to their source. These may be from someone you know, an enemy or a frenemy, or it might have been some negative vibes that were floating around that attached themselves to you. You're going to need a candle, matches or a lighter, and a mirror, and some sage or rosemary. Place the candle on a windowsill with the mirror behind it, facing outward. Light the candle and repeat 3 times. Negative energy sent my way. The mirror reflects the sender's way. Let the candle burn until it gets to the end, and then follow up by burning some cleansing herbs, such as sage or rosemary. Hold on just a moment, please. Okay, I'm back. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I have my candle up here with a mirror. This is a third eye mirror, and it's pointing outward to resend this negativity back where it came from. So, negative energy sent my way. The mirror reflects the sender's way. Negative energy sent my way. The mirror reflects the sender's way. Negative energy sent my way, the mirror reflects the sender's way. Amen. So be it. According to unconditional love. So be it. Okay. I love you, but I don't want your negativity in my life, wherever it's coming from. All right, what virtues are you working on in this collective? They kind of jumped out. Generosity, courage, gentleness, integrity, obedience. And right under integrity is love. I just happened to notice that. And anybody in the collective that's experiencing this negativity, allow this to also be for their life, for what they're going through in their own life as well. Let that be for the entire collective spirit. Okay, so let's pull some energy oracle cards and see what's going on with us right now. What's going on with the collective right now? We're being taught to be generous, to have courage, to be gentle, to do what we're told by people in authority, and to have integrity. Goddess of the Moon and contract. So somehow you have a contract. Maybe this is about work. You might have some people at work that are giving you a hard time. A woman holding a heart in a contract. So this is about a woman who is trying to help you. There's a friend of yours who's trying to help you navigate some difficult times in your life. It doesn't have to be a lover, but it can be a love interest, a new love. The angel of balance and a contract. Okay, so talk to the collective about what it is that we need to know. What is it that we need to know about ourselves today? Wow. Wow. We got the thinking woman and the thinking man, both in reverse. We have hostilities in reverse. And the only card in this spread that's upright is the sun. Which is good. I mean, the sun makes everything better, right? When we have the happiness, the sun. Why is the thinking woman here in reverse, Spirit? Why is the thinking woman here in reverse? The thinking woman is a female of wisdom and understanding. Reversed, this card reversed could represent a difficult time for your own personal growth. You may be feeling confused about your personal purpose or disconnected from your heart's true path. Look within and open up to your own inner guidance. Trust your intuition about what you need to learn in order to move on. The thinking woman reversed could also indicate a woman who is misleading you or giving you misinformation of some sort. Be aware and set boundaries. Remember, your own spirit is always your best guide. So take that as you will. Let me look at this. She's not only a thinking woman, she has books, so she's in some kind of school or she's a teacher. There's a yellow butterfly somehow significant. There's yellow knockout rose bushes. A lot of concrete. She lives in the city. Green, the color green is standing out to me here. And then we have the sun upright, which is number 1. Let's see what that's about. Somebody's being misleading, I think. You're confused. New beginnings and great creativity. The sun brings blessings to the earth, and this card portends blessings in your own life as well. Just as the sun nurtures the earth, bringing new life in the spring and summer, this is your time for a new beginning. the onset of a nurturing new light in your life, the light of divine inspiration and personal growth. This card often marks a time of great creativity, bringing the culmination of an important new project, such as the birth of a baby, or the writing or publication of a book, or even the birth of a new you. Now is the time for you to put your energy into expressing your truth and vision. Visualize the light of divine love pouring into your heart and mind like the rays of the sun, bringing inspiration, growth, and abundant blessings. See the future you want to create and know the sun is shining on your intentions now. So, whatever, something's got you confused, is what I'm seeing. And I think it's because of these hostilities in reverse. Let's see what that's all about. We know that hostilities is not a good thing to have. But why? What does it mean in reverse? Does it mean they're going to stop harassing you and stop being so mean to you? And how is that going to be possible? Hostilities in reverse. This is about having your defenses up, having aggressive energy. In the reverse, this card reversed marks the end of hostilities for you. There's a shift in the energies around you and even about you. And the universe is supporting your own internal shift as well. Whether the aggressive action has ended due to external factors or your own intervention, this card bodes well for more peace and harmony. Be aware, however, that there will still be some action you have to take, and it may seem on the surface that things are slow in getting better. This card encourages you, letting you know that the inner vibrations are changing and the situation will be resolved. So there's a situation in your life where somebody is being very hostile, very negative, very unfair, just a total bitch. They're being a total bitch. Number 46, for lack of a better word, and some people say profanity is a sign of ignorance. I think it's a sign of intelligence, personally, because some things can only be described with 4-letter words. Alright, the thinking man in reverse. The thinking man in this position could represent a male in authority who is not acting in your best interest. But this card reversed is more about you than about others in your life. This card in this position usually indicates that such a learning and growth are actually a part of your own path and you're not heeding the call. You may be destined to be a therapist, teacher, writer, publisher, psychic, or healer of some sort. Your soul longs to serve in this capacity, whether professionally or just in your personal life, but something seems to be blocking your way. But it's time to break through and move into the direction now. Remember, what you learn during your own growth, you'll be able to share with others, often adding your own compassion and profound personal wisdom. And that's why I was sharing with you what I had been through with my husband. There is so much that I could share with you about our relationship over the years. And this is an identical pair of people. And there's hostilities. There's a woman who's confused and a man who doesn't have your best interest at heart. There's hostilities. And then in the middle of all of that is happiness. That makes no sense. No wonder you're confused. I'm confused. Like, what the hell? Alright, Spirit, what's the overall tarot energy working in this situation? This could be somebody you work with, it could be a family member, it could be a friend. It doesn't have to be. The Lovers came out in reverse. So, this is also somebody that you have no choice but to put up with. And that's why you can't overcome this. If it was somebody that you could just up and walk away from or get in the car and drive away from, you could get over this a lot more easily. But this person is being hostile to the point that you're having to use a return to sender to get rid of the negativity. That's negativity right there. Let's see if we can find out how this may have happened. May I see, please, how this happened to the collective, Spirit? How did this happen to the collective? Bare your fucking soul and keep shit clean. Bare your fucking soul and keep shit clean. So somebody was bearing their soul and they had to keep shit clean. Alright. What was being hidden, or what is being hidden? That it isn't personal. Somebody sent a picture. It isn't personal, and somebody sent a picture. You don't know this. You don't know that they did this. What's being shown? That you need to unplug, and it's time to talk about money. This has to do with money also. Alright, and what's going to happen next? You're going to love the one you're with, including yourself. And you're going to be irritated. And I don't blame you. I do not blame you. Somebody, you're bearing your soul, and all they care about is keeping shit clean. This could be about you keeping yourself clean in recovery. This could be totally about somebody in recovery. Bearing their soul. And what were they sending a picture of is what I want to know. Deal with your drama. Handle exes, old hurts, and unresolved shit. Show me the person that we're dealing with here. Show me this person's character defects, Spirit. They're shocking, they're insecure, and they're uncomfortable. Shocking, insecure, and uncomfortable. Clarify shocking. Oh, that's got a lot to clarify it. It's about something being one-sided. So they're only telling one side of the truth. Haunted. Ooh, that was a weird card. They're being haunted. They have a lot of doubt. They're disconnected. They feel unlovable. They're medicating. They're taking drugs or drinking. And they're embarrassed. Or they're an embarrassment to others. And they're cold-hearted with dependent also. If this thinking woman could tell us what she's got on her mind, what would she say? I wondered how far this would go. What would this thinking woman say? I know we have a soul connection. I wondered how far this would go. I never want to feel that way again. And I pretend like I don't care. What would this thinking man say? What did you want from me? I pretend you don't mean that much. I'm waiting for an apology. I've been here before with others. I fear that you will reject me. And I don't trust you. And if this is the person you're dealing with right here, I don't blame you. I wouldn't trust them either. But both of you are pretending like you don't care. Why is happiness in the middle of this spread? This is a very interesting reading this morning. I'm going to have to say that. Talk to me, Spirit, about how this happened. How did this happen? We'll read them all in the upright. There was a triangle. There was 3 people. They were haunted by their differences. There was a love triangle, and somebody was haunted by their differences. What's being hidden? That somebody has had an epiphany, has learned lessons about being clueless when it comes to a divine union. And what's being shown? That somebody's not worried. It came out in reverse. They're hard to read and they're unfazed. What's going to happen next? This person, I love you, came out, and they're on the verge of telling you that they love you and that they have their freedom. Why is clueless here about divine union? I don't think they understood what it meant. Oh, it's already happened. They're fighting it. They're escaping. They're using escape techniques like taking drugs or drinking, and they're fighting it because it was unintentional. So they learn lessons when it comes to being clueless about a divine union. They thought that this was just any old booty call, and turns out this was a twin flame. And now they've got a love triangle going on, and they're haunted. Why does haunted keep coming out over and over again? Because of partying, being undecided, having jealousy. Let them go. You need healing. Somebody's been pushing your buttons, and there needs to be an apology. What's the apology about? Somebody being worth waiting for, trust the plan, and you getting angry. Tell me again why they got angry? Because this person is all in your head about a commitment. And you feel like there's no way, no escape. They're trying to come up with the courage to ask you out on the date. They need to make a decision, but they're a player. How do you feel about this? You feel like that somebody's self-pleasing and strategizing because they don't want to have a fling. And they can't be trusted in reverse. Alright. Let's go one more round here. Show me again how this happened. It had to do with being apprehensive and having to wait. And also some shock and upheaval that caused a lot of purging and crying. Something unexpected happened here that caused this person to get hurt. Alright, what's being hidden? That there's consequences and a resentment about a new beginning. Or maybe there were no consequences, so they have a resentment about a new beginning. And what's being shown? That somebody's misunderstood. What did they misunderstand? This is where the conflict comes in. This is why they're conflicted. Because they thought that they could just avoid this and it would go away. But you actually have an addiction or an infatuation. That they are obsessed with this connection. They can't avoid it. They're trying to avoid it, but they can't. What's going to happen next? Somebody is going to make a confession that's going to cause somebody to be shattered because they have a heart fog. And they're having a hard time letting go. I'm going to see if I can get these cards right here to work. Come with me. There we go. Alright. Talk to me, Spirit. How does this happen? May I see, please? Somebody's about to have a breakthrough. And it's like they're finally starting to have some new growth. There was seeds planted in the spring. Something could have happened in the spring where they had a breakthrough. Alright, what's being hidden? That somebody's got a lot of memories and nostalgia. What's being shown? That there was a divine intervention, the detour, and it was fate. And what's going to happen next? Or that there's going to be a divine detour. You're going to have to go through the dark side of the moon, the shadow side. You're at a distance. Why is the moon here? Because somebody has had growth this summer. They're awakening. They're going to have the courage from Jupiter to have a new beginning. They've been wearing a facade about their beliefs, and they had lack and doubt about this relationship. But they're about to have freedom and take a leap. And there's going to be a spark. Because now they have self-worth. They're close to moving into their north node, is what it looks like. Alright, let's pull tarot like this. Why is the Lovers here? Because of the Dark Knight and the Hermit. And somebody healing from this. Somebody went through something really dark. Something really painful. Dark nights can be very difficult. And you went through it alone. You were soul searching throughout this darkness, and you have healed. That's why you had no choice. Whatever happened here, you had no choice about it. You didn't have a choice. It just happened. It wasn't something you caused. It was just what it is sometimes. And you, through soul searching about this, have healed. Alright, why is the Chariot in reverse? Because somebody got hurt. What do you mean they got hurt? They were expecting their wishes, their dreams to come true when it came to an emperor. They thought this emperor was going to come back to them, but instead this person is partying. How do they feel about this person that's waiting for them? They feel like they don't want to be in a higher level commitment. They want to walk away from this and they're tired of mirroring this person. And they feel like they are not as much of a catch as they think they are. And it also has something to do with not being able to have children or not having children. Clarify what a catch. You're healing from an old relationship that you've been stuck on. And you're cold. You're acting cold and disconnected. That's why the Chariot's in reverse. The Chariot's upright on the bottom of this deck. Why is the Hangman in reverse? Because somebody has a money focus. They are learning lessons when it comes to taming their hunger about money. And there's a Queen of Pentacles showing up on the bottom of the deck. What's going to be the outcome here? Somebody has been unawakened and they've been having a lot of anxiety and they've had a lot of nights that they've been up late. There's going to be a date. What's going to happen with the date? Divinely Guided came out in reverse. The Four of Wands came out. The Ace of Pentacles came out. The Seven of Pentacles came out. And the King of Cups with the Eight of Pentacles on the bottom. So they feel like this is divinely guided, that they have this relationship and that they start over together. And they're thinking back over the past in this relationship and trying to decide if this is what they really want. They're showing up as a Cancer, Pisces, definitely a Cancer, but Pisces and Scorpio also. They're showing up as somebody who's very much in love and wants a relationship, but they feel like it's not divinely guided. Why do they feel like it's not divinely guided? Because of a karmic partner who is a Queen of Wands, a Leo, and a Sagittarius with children in reverse. So, there's a karmic partner and a Queen of Fire. They could be two separate. This could be three people. A karmic partner, a Leo, a Sagittarius, and children in reverse. What happened to the children? It looks like to me that they ended up terminating the pregnancy, or it terminated on its own. They had a choice to make, and they made it. And now this is affecting this person's decision to know whether or not this is divinely guided. Is it divinely guided? There's a Queen of Pentacles here. The Lovers is here. A sexual encounter is here. And no more waiting is here. So, there's a Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, a Gemini. This could be a Sagittarius and a Gemini that are going to have a sexual encounter because they're tired of waiting. The wait has to end. And the Fool is showing up. It's been forbidden, but somebody's fighting for this, even though it feels hopeless. What's going to be the outcome of the sexual encounter? What's the T and a wheel? There's going to be a wheel. And a Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Alright, what's the gossip? This sexual encounter may have already happened. What's the gossip? Somebody's a great actor and they're putting on a show. What's the truth? That somebody's a fake friend. They're fulfilling a fantasy. This is a private relationship. And they got destroyed. Alright, any other gossip? You need to be cautious with somebody who's outdated. Why do they need to be cautious about this outdated person? Because there's a situation that's about to explode. Shit's about to pop off and go up in flames. There's arguments and somebody's putting someone in their place because of using sexual protection or not using it and knowing they fucked up and got somebody pregnant. I hate nothing about you. I'm busy. And I'm just watching the show and enjoying the gossip with total drama and action. So somebody was destroyed. And somebody has a fake friend. The fakest of the fake. Alright, what kind of healing do we need here? Healing in this situation. You need to unleash your creativity. And you need to manifest alchemy. You need to do some inner child work as well. Alright, what's going on with the collector's money, Spirit? Talk to me about the collector's money. All them cards fell out. Alright, you're managing your money. You're a workaholic. You're having growth. You're a counselor and you're self-made. What's going to be the outcome of the growth? You're having a new beginning. You're working from home. You're fixing to take off. There's an artist involved. You're going to sell something and you're going to look for something else. Clarify what they're looking for. Right now, they're a rescuer and they're at a crossroads, but there's going to be a shift. What's going to happen when this shift happens? This is about the loss that they had. There was a loss. Somebody had a loss and they've had to juggle and manifest their way out. They're alone and they're working on this by themselves. They're being activated for new gifts. Anything else we need to know here? Patience is here with Sagittarius making an investment. Sagittarius, you're making an investment when it comes to parenthood. You feel like you've been settling. You're a planner and the office. Clarify the office. Somebody's been using their voice. What have they been saying? They've been saying that this is your life purpose. You're a writer and you need angelic help. Or you have it and you're also going to get recognition. This is temporary. You're actually an entertainer. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so let's pull one of these. Spirit, which one do you want me to do? Spirit says one of these. I'm sorry, if it's too long, you can click off now. And thank you for joining me. One card, please. Visions of life beyond death. And every journey starts with a single step. Alright, visions of life beyond death, number 44. Sacred vision is awakening within you. You are becoming blessed with the ability to truly see. To see what is real rather than what appears to be. This is true insight. What was once considered consequential may soon be found to hold little consequence after all. What was once dismissed as an irritation or irrelevance may be seen to have great spiritual significance. As mundane as something appeared, it could now be worthy of absolute attention. The gift of genuine vision takes you into the being of the universal creator. This is a sacred place beyond logic, convention, and that which is limited in any way. The more open you are to receiving true vision, the more love you will feel and recognize within and around you. Something may appear to change form, to be shed, to be lost, or to die, but there is love within it always. The realization doesn't remove the pain of the loss. It does provide a way through which it can be healed and eventually transformed into peace. The vision of love, the truth of all that is, can move us more than anything else possibly can. If you have been wondering about your life path or whether you should take action on a project or you need inspiration to really move you out of a thing you have fallen into, then this oracle brings you a message of hope. You will receive your vision. You will be graced with a way out of the stagnancy. You will be able to see things differently and more accurately. Any confusion or uncertainty you have is going to pass, and you will be left with clear insight. The stories you have been feeding yourself, or telling yourself may end up looking different to how they appear now. This may surprise you, but the vision that is coming to you will be more truthful and therefore freeing. It will be worth the shock, surprise, and a moment of embarrassment when you realize you have been operating under a false assurance or deluding yourself about the truth of a situation. The, this, those moments will pass and are not something to feel bad about. They signify that you are leaving behind a similar view for a more expansive one. They are a sign that you have outgrown your old vision in order to live in a bigger one. This is good. There might be a moment when your ego feels a bit dented, but sure enough, that too will pass. This oracle comes with additional guidance for you. You are watched over by life and held in protection. Whatever has been bothering you will not be able to harm you. You will prevail. If you are concerned that someone is getting away with something or blocking your path, and it seems there is nothing you can do about it, don't worry. The all-seeing eye of life perceives everything without exception. It is the universal mother, with eyes not only in the back of her head, but in every living cell of life itself. She misses nothing, and the truth of her visions will always be met with justice, mercy, and wisdom. This oracle is also asking you to shift your perspective and look at an issue of concern a little differently. If you don't know how to do this, simply add the following statement to the end of the healing process below. I call upon the universal eye to show me the most helpful way to see this situation of concern now, in shifting how I look at things. The energy in what is beheld. Hang on. The energy in what is beheld changes. You can see this with people. When you shame and judge someone, they react differently to when they are loved and encouraged. They may succeed nonetheless, but the journey to that success will be different. Looking at something through the eyes of love rather than fear can help us find our way more quickly, easily, and enjoyably. This oracle comes with the additional message that your ability to perceive is expanding into truth. Your ability to be inspired and see the light is all in all things is unfolding. It must be nourished in your heart with loving acceptance, because you are going to help others through your vision, your art, and how you choose to be in the world. The healing process below will help you accept and anchor this developing gift. Healing process. Say aloud, I now release any fear I have associated with seeing truth, with seeing beyond the veil of illusion, with my inner vision opening up from my heart, mind, and body. I release any wounding I have received in relation to what I have witnessed at any time, especially when it is based in fearful response of others. I ask that my vision be restored to its fullness through compassion and unconditional love, so be it. Close your eyes, imagine love pouring down from the universe straight into your heart, reaching behind your eyes and feeling really good. When you have had enough enough of this, simply open your eyes and imagine you can breathe or exhale any excess energy gently out through them. Then you have finished your healing process. So if somebody in your life has been causing you difficulty, we saw that with the hostilities. The hostilities are going to end, and you are going to be surprised at how this turns out, because you are going to show love to somebody who's been cruel to you, who has tried their damnedest they are insecure and threatened by you, is what's happening here. This person is very insecure, very threatened. Angels, how are you going to help Sagittarius? Why did I say Sagittarius? You might be a Sagittarius. You're going to give them manifestation, forgiveness, resurrection, beauty, and nature. Anything else? Mercy. You're going to show mercy to somebody who deserves to be slapped upside the head. You're going to have communication, adoration, and unity. Alright, now for the relationship part of the reading. There's two different things going on here at once. I don't know if you are aware of that or not. There's a soulmate in denial. Why is there denial about the soulmate? Use your intuition. This is about true love. And oh my God, I cannot make this shit up. This is about true love and your twin flame. This soulmate is in denial that you have a twin flame that's true love. You need to use your intuition, soulmate, and put away the computer and stop spying on the twin flame. Anything else we need to know? That this time apart has been here so this person could find healing. And there's a warning on the bottom of the deck. Why is there a warning on the bottom of the deck? It has to do with forgiveness and an addiction. Alright, let's see who this is for. ROVEWQD. Number 1. PLHCGSW9. HEPSDOT9. DLEVJTA3. KMIOHQT10. Whoops. KLIMWL9 again. No, wait, that's a 6. My bad, that's a 6. May I have trinkets, please, for this reading? Alright, I have a feather. I have a cat. I have a crown. You might drink crown royal. I have a heart that says, I love you. I have another heart that says love. I have a butterfly that says miracles happen. And I have a skeleton. Alright, now may I have some trinkets from this other bowl. I'm going to take this big piece of crystal out. I got a piece of some kind of crystal. I'm not sure what it is. I got a rocking horse for a baby. I got an anchor. I got live, laugh, and love. high chain, an angel wing, a star of David, hi David, or hi whoever. I have the world, I have a compass, I have an Eiffel Tower, I have a cactus or a prick. My God, that flame is huge. And then I have live your dream. Live your dream. Go one more time, Spirit Fellas. I have an infinity sign, a horse. You might be from Kentucky. An angel wing, another infinity sign, some cherries, a sterling silver ring with turquoise, a kundalini, an arrow, a fancy heart with a flower, a heart in German, and a heart that says, I love my dog with a doggy paw print. And I do love my dog. Alright, you guys, I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Let me know how you enjoyed the reading. Bye-bye.